Yeah, good afternoon, my able customer. Good afternoon, all Nigerian watching my video from home and abroad. So today I come here to do some analysis on building and building whole building as a whole. That means starting from the foundation, buying your land, and every other thing. If you check my video, my previous video, I posted one house I did in Ibadan. The house, I'm not the one that did the woodwork of the house, so the client has already done the woodwork. He just called us to come and take the measurement and give quotation for the aluminium long span. So we gave a quotation, and when we won the job, and we went to Ibadan to install the aluminium. All the installation are perfect and the house is very beautiful. But unfortunately, before my boy could get to Lagos, in fact, they just left the house like 40 minutes. I just had a call from the owner of the house that the house came down. That means the house just perished. So when he showed me the video of the house, it's just like they cut the pillar. The pillar that hold the house, they cut it because the house just sank. All the carcass and the roof, they are still intact. It just went down. And it's a story building. Just a story building. Just went down. So now, the owner of that building is in US and is building a house in Nigeria. So it may not be the problem of the house. It may not be the problem of the house because somebody is building the house for him in Nigeria, is just sending money. They're just sending him picture. This is where this is this. No, some people are not worried at all. They will just be seeing picture that the work is going, either the work is going inferiorly or the work is going superiorly. They don't care about it. They are only just to see that the work is going. So nowadays in most urban area, people are building story building. They are building 3 story, 4 story. And those house people that are hustling in abroad, they are sending money home. You are building a house. So let everybody be careful of what he or she is doing. I've been talking on my previous video that know about what you want to do. If you want to build a story building, just go to the Google, learn about it. There are many things, there are many education in the Google. If you go to the Google, you watch YouTube, you will learn a lot of things. What to use, what not to use, you will see all those things. You too, you're not a builder, but at least you have an idea if somebody is deceiving you. Because people are saying, you see, one house just collapsed in this Oniru now, still kill people. Last year, a very mighty house collapsed in Ikoyi and killed even the CEO. The owner has already worked in the abroad, just came down to come and build a mansion in Nigeria. The house perished and went all the dream. So now Lagos State gave a law. If your house collapse again in Lagos, they are going to seize the land, seize the property, arrest the owner of the house, arrest the engineer of the house. Everybody will go to jail for that thing. So this day, everybody should know what he is doing, what you want to do. People are very gullible in Nigeria. Everybody wants to eat your money. You see, that's why people should know. Don't run away from just little difference and want to fall into hand of the quack, people that will steal your money. Even though you still put people there, have different body that will supervise those people, see what you are buying. We go to sites, I know how people cheat. No matter how, your brother will cheat you, your twins will cheat you, your family will cheat you, your higher engineer will cheat you. Everybody wants to cheat. So how will you believe in someone? Let me give you one story. There's one person I supplied door. I supplied door to the person out. So the man is the one that used to buy things himself. You just give him the quotation. He will just order it himself. The person, it's not giving the money to the person that is doing the work. Just give him quotation. He's buying it himself. So the seller will just deliver this thing to the site. You know, the electrician, they were doing electric work of the house. So the electrician gave quotation to the man. The man live in, I think, Europe. I don't want to mention the state because I don't want to mention the country, because if I mention the country, you will know that his house, that's what I'm referring to. So he ordered for the electrical material. So the seller brought the electrical material with a vehicle to the site. So the technician that want to install the electrical material, he collect the number of the seller with the driver that brought it. So later in the night, he called the person that they cannot use the material he had it. So he want to return so that he can collect, can get cash back. So that's what when the guy brought the item, plenty, back to the seller just called the owner. And that's how everything just casted. So we have seen a lot. Even though when I was working in a company around 2015, 2013, there was a guy in South Africa. The guy is hustling, sending his mommy. His mommy is the one that came to our factory and I want to defraud this guy. We measured that roof. The guy in fact, he inflated the price of everything. He inflated the price of the roof. He doubled it. Because you know that anywhere you go, the guy doesn't ask question because he's the mother. And the guy is telling me that he can't even come to Nigeria. He's building this house for the mother, for the family. And the mommy will come double the price. When my Oga saw it that time, my Oga too, he live in abroad. Those people, you say, Kai, I can't take this. If you hire a small thing, he may give you, but this one is too much. He can't take it. That's how the woman left. Just go. I don't want to report you to your son. I don't want to cause problem. Just go. I can't do this. It's too much. That's what people do. Some people will do this and provide quality finishing for you. While some people will still do this kind of thing and provide inferior finishing for you. That's why you too must follow up in everything you are doing. Use different head. That's why I say when you are building, have a roof plan. Plan it. The person that will do this thing for you and the architecture that will design, they will give you the quantity of what you are going to use, give you the millimeter, the gauge of every iron that you are using. They will give you all these things. It's just to pay additional money for them to put. Some people don't want to pay for all these services. If some people come to me, I have a roof plan, I want you to measure for me. If I say pay for the little service, they will run away. They want the person that will just come, it's 2 million, I will finish this your house. When you give them that 2 million, they will now want and do that thing to switch them to get more money back. That's how people do, and people fall into the hand of those people. You don't need to pay huge money to one person. Do this thing stage by stage, face by me. A lot of people, I never collect money. Say, you must do your. When you see a lot of people that ask, I will say, have you done woodwork? If you want to do woodwork, I just have a carpenter. I'll just give you a lot of people that have contacted me. I'll just give you the number of my carpenter. Discuss with him. He don't report back to me. Because that is his work. He's going to the site and take his own measurement, do his own work. When it's not, I'm selling the roof, I'm installing the roof, I will come in. I can't just I will take everything together because I don't want to. If I say, okay, let me take everything together, when he's doing his own, he will add my own inside, the load will be too much for the owner. But people, if you are telling them, they just want a person that will give them everything. Okay, bring 2 million. Let me say your house, your particular house is 300,000, will finish it. And I told you that 400,000 will finish it. You gave me all the money. You thought I would go and even that 300,000, I will try to minimize. I will try to bring in things that will favor me. That's how people do. Don't rush. All these things you do is face by face. Go for what you want. When you do the woodwork, that's why some people will say you can get all these things. Just pay for little money. A person that will analyze the wood for you, if you don't have specific wood plan, they will analyze the wood for you. They will give you the quotation, the number of the wood that you are buying. They will analyze aluminum for you. Either you are using Sokote, they will analyze for you, give you it. So, depending on when you want to buy, just pass it by the money they are selling that correct time. You will get your estimate. You plan against it. When you have the money, you cannot proceed. Don't just find the person that will just do everything for you. Just give money to somebody. They're just going to do bad things for you. So gauge of iron they are using to do concrete. What people do nowadays is that a pillar that will hold 3-story building that is supposed to do with 10 irons, they will reduce the iron, and the owner has already paid for those iron. They will reduce the iron. It's not that they will reduce the quantity. They will reduce the quantity and will reduce the quality. Let's say they want to use 12 iron. When you give them money, your family, seller doesn't do all those things. Seller is what you are requesting from seller that seller will bring for you. Seller have everything. People will be talking about fake. Most of those things don't have fake. They have gauges. You have gauge of those things. The house was supposed to use 20 iron. They are using 12 iron there. How will it last? It cannot last. The house are supposed to take 100 bags of cement. They are using 12 bags of cement because they want to steal your money. How will it last? It cannot last. Those are the things that people don't monitor. You just see that they are building a house for you. Look at one house. A client called me from UK. He has a house in Eti-Osaye. The person is watching me now, he knows. They have a house in Eti-Osaye. They already finished the house. They did the woodwork. A mighty house. They are doing a flat woodwork, a mighty house. And instead of them to use a long span aluminum, they now use that short aluminum. And those short aluminum, they are just, the half-life of those aluminum are very little. Before you know, the surface point. Wind, the house, you have not lived in the house. They've not finished the house. They are still in building the house. And the wind have already removed 50% of the roof itself. And the thing is affecting the woodwork. So he called my carpenter to go there. I said, my carpenter, when my carpenter will go there, the house has already sunk. I mean, the ground floor has already gone down. You can't leave, and the house is still going down. When the carpenter, he just called the man was crying on the phone, was lamenting, spend a lot of money. Because they are not monitoring this thing. You are just sending money to people that are building it for you. No perfect dealing. There are people that do. I have one guy. That guy finished in Lautech. If that guy want to build a house in the swamp, there's how they don't. Some people will first of all fill it with sand. They will leave it for some time so that the sand will be. So the pressure they will leave it naturally so that rain will beat the sand. The sand will be pressed before they started doing foundation. But this one will go into the swamp. They will dig hole inside the swamp, put wood there, do iron work there before they pour the concrete. When they pour the concrete underground, before they now fill everywhere with sand, the pillar, the concrete are there. If you see the house that this guy built in that area, the guy built one house. His house is the only one, the one that is on top. All the other house has gone ground. When you build houses in the swamp, they are going ground every day. You spend money. That guy just lost the house. When we go there, he said he's going to do like this. He says he's going to fill up the ground floor. He said even though you fill it, it's still going down because the foundation is faulty already. Don't allow don't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. I don't want to talk about, you can't trust anybody. You should just be knowledgeable on what you are doing. Use different head. If you have your engineer in your side, if you have your brother that is monitoring, still take another person to supervise them. Hire people. Some people are very sincere in this Nigeria. If you have house in this island, if you have person that there is not a worker about just to supervise, no. Even ordinary sand, I can provide it for you. Even ordinary sand, if you ask tipper to bring sand to yours, you pay for 3. Let's say you pay for 10 trips of sand. If you are not there, nobody is monitoring them. They will bring 6 trips there and mix it together. I will tell you that it's okay. I've already finished their work. The person that you still use to monitor them, you still negotiate with them again. Everybody just want to have this money, and they don't know they are spoiling the sweat of somebody that is hustling to get this thing done. And again, try to be paying people that work for you, because if you don't pay, that's what they will be thinking. Let me do this, let me do that, let me do this, let me do that. Pay for them. Negotiate with people before you start the work. I want you to go to my site to supervise for me. How much will you take per day? Give him that money. Everything that he's doing, let him do video for you. Because some people, when you bring that material to the site, in the night they will still take it back again. It's not like that. I have one person. He brought his brother from the east to go and supervise his. When they bring cement like this, they put it in the warehouse. In the middle of the cement like this, it's empty. And the person would think that cement has filled. Later he got. If you leave people, the place that's supposed to use 100 bags of cement, they will use 50. The place that's supposed to use 20 iron, they will use 5. So your house will be weak and you have spent that money. If some people they will send me that, this is my house, I've spent so money, I just be wondering, that money you have spent should have finished this house. Because you people didn't do quality, you didn't do quality analysis. Quantity analysis. Quantity analysis should have tell you, this thing just costs a little money. Quality analysis cannot cost you little money. The person that will do wood, even though you're not giving, he can collect 10,000 and do it for you. The person that will an architect, a good architect will do analysis, engineer, they will do it for, even though they are not, it's not them that they will do your work, they will do it and collect their money. So that anybody that is doing the work, you will be checking your list too. Checking your list. Because some people are just, some engineers are not too perfect like that. Some people, they will just be changing your plan. My engineer says that, my engineer say this, my engineer say that. You already have plan. Your engineer say this, plan this. The way you are changing those plans, the way you are changing those structure, the more weakened your house become. So don't trust anybody and don't allow anybody to build bad house for you. What is the guarantee of this story building we are building these days? No guarantee. No guarantee. Look at our olden days house. I went to one site, my guy went to install door. So when he reached there, the bricklayer had already shut the door. When he touched the sun was coming down. Okay, you didn't put this cement here. Why? You are shocking door, you can't even put cement. When the burglar come now, he push the door will just pull out from the house. So please monitor everything you are doing. All those things just cost you little money. Rather than waste your land, waste your house, waste the money you have spent, it's better you pay for quality rather than lost everything. These days now, they will be going to place, they will check the quality of a house. If it's not good, they will cancel it. They will seize the house from you, they will demolish it. It's coming to that time now. Check what you are doing. Don't just leave people. Also leave some people is the technician that will be doing everything for them. Because of his collecting small money from you. You are just leaving them to build a house for you. A house. No. A house. So maybe if you leave just little. There's one man I want to do a roof for. It's my carpenter that did the woodwork of that house. And I said that this house is too big. This house have different designs. The way they build that with different design. I say, Oga, if you use Metcopo in this house, it will not work. Because Metcopo will not be fine on this work and it may be leaking. And I told him that Metcopo nowadays is even expensive one as stone coated. I said, do woodwork of a stone coated. He did the woodwork of a stone coated. When I give him the quotation, this quotation is too high. I say, your house is big. Unfortunately, this man was telling me that I'm the one that will do it. He's gathering money. Later now, he went to get another person to do the Metcopo on it. Now, they now use lesser gauge Metcopo. So everywhere is now raw. All the ridge, all the joining. If I can show the house over here, he didn't call me again. No. He sent the house back to my carpenter. He said my carpenter should come and help him to remove the roof. You see? They do something for you. I told you, we have experience. I told you that this thing cannot work in your house because of the price that you run away from me. You didn't even ask me a question. Why? You run away. I told you that if you are not using stone coated on this house, it's better you use long span. How much are they selling stone coated? How much are they selling Metcopo? Metcopo now is even expensive than stone coated. You people will be running from trouble. You'll be running from truth to lie. From sincerity to lie. From you don't want to spend money to spending money. Please, everybody check what you are doing. Pay for people to do work for you. Pay for people to supervise. Don't just leave a house for one person to be doing for you. They will cheat you. They will still do bad finishing for you, and they will give you less quality things. Especially foundation of a house. If you are doing foundation of it, you buy a land with a serious money in a swampy area. You need to put all your energy into the foundation. Serious energy. Make sure you are doing it yourself. Make sure you know what is going on in that site. Make sure you put different heads to check into all those things. Foundation is the life of a house. You can still manipulate all other things, but foundation, how can you manipulate foundation? Your house will come down. Thank you very much, Jerry. We'll see you next time. Bye.